You guys have been loving my royal deep dives, from fashion icons to rule breakers. So today, we're diving into the juiciest mix of both. Here are the top 6 most beautiful and scandalous royal women who define drama, glamour, and rebellion like no one else. Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York. You know those royals who just can't seem to stay out of the headlines? Yeah, that's Sarah Ferguson. Or Fergie, as the world loves to call her. When she joined the royal family in the 80s, she was this fiery redhead with a laugh that could light up a room. Fun, relatable, and totally different from the polished royals everyone was used to. But soon the fairy tale sparkle started to fade. Her marriage to Prince Andrew fell apart. The press turned vicious, and Fergie quickly became the tabloids' favorite target. Then came the scandals. First, those infamous toe-sucking photos that made Buckingham Palace go into meltdown. Then her financial troubles splashed all over the papers. And later the shocking cash for access sting where she was caught offering royal introductions for money. For anyone else, that would have been the end. But Fergie? She turned the chaos into her comeback. Writing books, doing charity work, and even staying on surprisingly good terms with Andrew. She's bold, unpredictable, and a little bit messy, but that's exactly why people can't stop watching her. Fergie isn't just the Duchess of Scandal, she's the Duchess of Survival. Princess Martha Louise of Norway. Now, here's a royal who turned tradition upside down. Princess Martha Louise of Norway. She was supposed to be the quiet, dutiful daughter of King Harold and Queen Sonia. But Martha was never built for the royal script. From the start, she stood out. Warm, funny, and just a little bit mystical. Then came the headlines. A princess who claims she can talk to angels? Yep, she said it, and the world went wild. Martha Louise launched her own spiritual business, held workshops teaching people to connect with spirits, and even called herself a clairvoyant. For the Norwegian monarchy, one of the most traditional in Europe, it was pure chaos. And just when people thought she couldn't shock them more, she did. Her relationship with American shaman Dorek Verrett, a self-proclaimed healer to the stars, sent the tabloids into a frenzy. Critics accused him of exploiting her royal title, and suddenly Martha found herself at the center of a global media storm. But instead of backing down, she doubled down, giving up her royal duties entirely to live life on her own terms. Today, she's one of the most unpredictable royals out there. A princess who traded tiaras for crystals, court life for spirituality, and royal expectations for raw authenticity. Love her or roll your eyes at her. One thing's certain. Martha Louise doesn't just break the rules. She floats right past them, wings and all. Princess Caroline of Monaco. You know how some royals are just born to cause a stir? Effortlessly glamorous, mysterious, and a little bit doomed? That's Princess Caroline of Monaco. The stunning daughter of Grace Kelly and Prince Rainier seemed to have it all. Beauty, privilege, and that old Hollywood aura that made the world obsessed with her. But behind the diamonds and designer gowns was a life shadowed by heartbreak and scandal. Her first marriage to French playboy Philippe Junot ended in divorce after just 2 years, with the tabloids buzzing about wild parties and affairs. Then came her great love, Stefano Casiraghi. For a moment, it looked like Caroline had found her forever, until tragedy struck, and Stefano was killed in a speedboat accident, leaving her a widow at just 33. Years later, she shocked everyone again by marrying Prince Ernst of Hanover, a man known for his fiery temper and constant controversies. Their relationship was messy, dramatic, and perfect for headlines. Yet through it all, Caroline never lost that icy elegance or her movie star grace. She's survived love, loss, and scandal, and still walks through life like royalty straight out of a dream. Because when it comes to beauty, tragedy, and resilience, no one does it quite like the Princess of Monaco. Princess Michael of Kent. Now here's a royal who's been causing drama since the moment she walked into Buckingham Palace. Princess Michael of Kent. They call her Princess Pushy, and honestly, she earned that nickname. Born Marie Christine von Reibnitz, she wasn't born royal, but she knew exactly how to act like one. Elegant, ambitious, and never afraid to stir the pot. When she married Prince Michael, the Queen's cousin, in 1978, the press went wild. A divorcee marrying into one of the most traditional royal families? Scandalous. And the drama didn't stop there. From her expensive tastes to her sharp tongue, Princess Michael has been accused of everything from snobbery to outright rudeness. There was the infamous moment she reportedly told a group of black diners to go back to the colonies, and later the time she wore a racist blackamoor brooch to a royal Christmas lunch with Meghan Markle. Even her books caused outrage, filled with romanticized and outdated ideas about Europe's aristocracy. She's bold, controversial, and impossible to ignore. Because let's be real, no royal scandal list is complete without Princess Pushy herself. Diana, Princess of Wales. There are royals, and then there's Diana, the woman who didn't just wear a crown. She redefined what it meant to be royal. When Lady Diana Spencer married Prince Charles in 1981, the world tuned in for the fairy tale of the century. She was young, radiant, and shy, the picture-perfect princess. But behind the palace walls, it was far from a fairy tale. The marriage was cold, Charles's heart belonged elsewhere, and Diana was left battling loneliness, bulimia, and a media frenzy that wouldn't let her breathe. Yet instead of fading quietly, Diana fought back. That explosive 1995 BBC interview, where she confessed, "There were 3 of us in this marriage," shook the monarchy to its core. She became the rebel royal, the one who spoke the truth and wore her pain with grace. The scandals only made her more human, more loved. From dancing with John Travolta at the White House to holding the hands of AIDS patients when the world still looked away. She used her fame for kindness, not control. And yes, her romances with Hasnat Khan and Dodi El Fayed kept the tabloids alive, but to the people, she was still their princess, real, flawed, and full of heart. Her tragic death in 1997 didn't dim her light. Diana's spirit still lingers. Not as a royal figure, but as the woman who dared to love, to speak, and to live on her own terms. Princess Margaret, Countess of Snowdon. I think you've all guessed it. Topping this list had to be her, the royal rebel, the scandal that rocked Buckingham Palace. The woman who lived like a Hollywood star trapped in a royal cage. Princess Margaret, Countess of Snowdon. She wasn't just a princess, she was pure electricity. Glamorous, fiery, and gloriously unpredictable. From the moment she arrived, she stood out, bold where others were reserved, dazzling where others played it safe. While her sister, Queen Elizabeth, carried the crown, Margaret carried the chaos, and then came the love story that broke Britain's heart. Her forbidden romance with Group Captain Peter Townsend, a divorced man the monarchy refused to accept. To marry him, she would have had to give up everything. Her title, her home, her royal life. In the end, she chose duty over love. And that choice haunted her forever. What followed was a whirlwind of glittering rebellion, endless champagne-fueled nights on her Caribbean island of Mystique, a marriage to photographer Anthony Armstrong Jones that began as art and passion, but ended in jealousy, affairs, and public heartbreak. Whether she was lounging poolside with a cigarette or arriving at a gala dripping in diamonds, Margaret was the moment. She turned defiance into style and heartbreak into allure. The press called her the Royal Rebel, and that's why, even now, she reigns as the most beautiful, scandalous, and unapologetically wild royal of them all. And there you have it, 6 royal women who prove that beauty and chaos often go hand in hand. So tell me, which of these royals do you think had the most dramatic story? Drop your pick in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this royal roller coaster, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell. Because trust me, the next story is just as scandalous.